am now live again. It is your host Aaron here. We have some topics to discuss tonight. We're going to talk about narcissistic injuries. We're going to talk about reactive abuse, and there are levels to abuse. Reactive abuse is one of them. You'll mainly find that in corporate America, dealing with bosses and managers and people of higher authority that use their authority to try to kick people out or get people in trouble. You know, um, hey, baby, hey, I'm so glad you can make it. All right now. Um, so you know, I talked about this a few times in my other videos, but I'm gonna expound on it a little bit. Where ego, right? There's a difference between a normal person's ego and a narcissist ego. All right. Believe it or not, we all go through narcissistic injuries of some sort. We all get some sort of narcissistic injuries, or should I say, a blow to our ego when our expectations weren't met, or a wave of disappointment hits. You know, and a lot of times we have to check ourselves and we have to check our egos because, you know, it's so easy to feel slighted or feel disrespected. Sometimes it could be a misunderstanding. Sometimes it could be miscommunication. You know, hey Suzanne, yeah, Aaron, right. I see you. Right. You know, we all have some sort of ego about us, and we all have this thing where, you know, we like it to flow a certain way. Okay. One thing about life is life always shows us that we're not really in control. We can control certain things when we can, but we can't control everything, you know. And also with ego, it's like one of the main things with ego is a lot of times we expect a lot of times we expect people to be just like us, to be just like light workers, to be just like chosen ones. And majority of the time, it's not. It's not at all. You know. So we get a sense of disappointment. We get a sense of sadness that comes with that. You know. But at the end of the day, at least when it comes down to ego, normal people don't have it as bad as narcissists, right? Oh, Suzanne says, no excuse for stalking, Aaron, lying, putting down others to destroy and control. Right, right. It's no excuse for that. No excuse for that at all. But see, this is the thing about a narcissist. A narcissist ego is, I would say, 10 times larger than the average person's ego. Like, these people really see themselves in the highest light you can think of. You know, they the ones that created the moon and the stars and the sun. They the ones that put the moon out there in the sky and put the waters in the ocean. That's what the narcissist thinks, right? That's why a lot of times they cannot take rejection because to them it's like, how dare you disrespect greatness? How dare you disrespect the Almighty? You know, in their mind, they feel like they created you and they owned you. You know, if you hang around a narcissist for so many years, a lot of times they try to mold you into something like them. But when they see that it doesn't work, it's like, man, when they see that it doesn't work, you the worst enemy now. It's like, damn, I can't get this one to conform to my programming. That's how they talk. I can't get this one to conform to my programming. Let me try to get this one. But the more they keep getting rejected, it's like A lot from what I've learned and researched, when a narcissist goes through a narcissistic injury, a lot of times they have to isolate themselves in a room. Sometimes they'll yell, or like, whoever screamed into a pillow before, like, "Zah!" You know. Sometimes when a narcissist get a narcissistic injury, which it doesn't take much to give them that. Sometimes they'll punch holes in the wall. They'll break cups, bowls, uh, plates. Uh, Sometimes they'll smash car windows. Sometimes they'll go out and pick fights with people. All because they simply lost control or did not have any more leverage on the person that they were targeting. So imagine this: for so many years, you supported a narcissist, gave them your all, and the whole time they were scheming and plotting on your demise. They were setting you up, getting flying monkeys to triangulate against you and make your life miserable because they just want to see you with your head down, right? Because that's just what they do. But then after a while, you realize none of that stuff worked on you. You sacrificed so much time and years with the narcissist, and none of that stuff worked on you. Eventually, it was tough when we got out when it came out to the discard. We had to pick ourselves back up, put the pieces to the puzzle together, right? Because when you get out of narcissistic abuse, the first thing you do is you start to analyze every event that happens in your mind. It's like the universe just sends you waves of situations that just happen during the time you was with them, and then you be like, wow, this person was real sinister this whole time, and I couldn't see it because they was wearing a mask the whole time, but behind your back they was really trying to set up your demise. And a lot of people who subscribe to my channel, they had years of dealing with that kind of abuse. You know, it does not take much for a narcissist to get a narcissistic injury. One thing you don't want to do is go shopping with a narcissist, especially if that narcissist, that narcissist don't got any money and you the one paying for everything, and you decide to flex like, oh, I like this shirt over here, let me go get that. Man, that causes a major narcissistic injury because the narcissist gonna look at you like, damn, they buying shirts and stuff and I can't buy shirts. Or ladies, when you hanging out with your homegirls, don't hang out with broke homegirls. You hanging out with broke homegirls, they are going to find a way to sabotage your career, your finances, even your love life if you got a husband or a boyfriend. Why? Because of their ego. Narcissistic people have very large egos. Their egos are not normal, and it doesn't take much to pop it. It doesn't take much to send them in a frenzy when all you doing is just living your life. But because they can't live the same life as you. The moment you start living your life, it's a problem. It irks their nerves when they see you successful, balling out, accomplishing goals. You can't tell a narcissist about your accomplishments, especially you can't tell a narcissist your accomplishments, especially if they're nowhere near your level in accomplishing anything, you know? And this goes back to weeding out people, you know? Because who you're hanging around determines a lot of things in your life, man. The saying that says you are who you hang around is very true. Very true. Very, very true. So you can't expect to have congratulations and genuine support from somebody who's not even trying to uh, put in the blood, sweat, and tears and grind to get to where you're at. Because the difference between you and them, you actually put in the work, you put in the time. Sometimes it took a whole year just to get to where you at now. Sometimes a lot of ripping and running with paperwork, waiting for something to get approved. You know what I'm saying? You know how long that takes sometimes to reach a certain level of success, to say that you have certain things going for yourself, especially if you're a chosen one. You know how much sacrifice you have to make. Sometimes you have to make sacrifices twice as hard as the average person, man. That's how sucky it is. But we're very grateful, very thankful, because we came, we saw, we conquered. Unlike these narcissists out here, they will lie. They will lie to people. They will manipulate people to doing their dirty work. And the moment you're not falling under that control or that manipulation, because you don't want to be with somebody who treats you like you're just a pawn to them. You know, like you're like a prized possession. You know what I'm saying? So this is how they treat people. They treat people like prized possessions. It's like a slave master to their slaves. Do as the slave master tell you, then everything will be fine. You get to you probably get, you know, you probably might get to see a movie in the tent. You know, have a movie night if you honor your slave master. Get out in that field, pick that cotton, do as I tell you. This is their mentality, y'all. They swear they the highest thing in existence. They the most powerful warriors in existence, right? They created the stars. They created the sun. You know what I'm saying? That's how they feel. But all it takes is one person to be like, you know what? I don't need them. I could live my life and do what I want to do. Man, that narcissistic injury gonna be so hard on their heads. Man, some narcissistic injuries for a narcissist, they cannot sleep at night because they have lost total control over the main supply, the shiny object, I like to say, the good luck charm. You're my good luck charm, and I'm going to keep you right here by my side. You know. um, Let me see. E baby says, I agree. There's different levels to an ego. Right. E baby says, if y'all have any questions, feel free to comment. Right. Y'all throw them out there, man. E baby says, exactly. Your accomplishments literally irritates them. It brings the ugly out of them. Exactly. Exactly. Come on with it. Speak your gospel. Because, especially if they have not reached that level, right? Especially if they haven't reached that level that you have reached. All the blood, sweat, and tears that you had to sacrifice, and you gonna keep a dusty, rusty, crusty narcissist right next to you on your journey when they just gonna try to leech because they always into something. And the truth be told, there's a lot of people out here, they can dish out a lot of hurt, a lot of chaos, and a lot of disrespect and manipulation. But they, man, that crap come to their doorstep one time, and now they in the fetal position. Now they in the bed, don't want to come out. That's what's happened to these narcissists, man. They don't show you that side, but trust me, a narcissist be locked up in a room for days crying because they lost a new supply. Their ego got popped. They think they was untouchable. They thought you was gonna worship them and kiss their toes and you know, all kinds of stuff. They thought you was gonna keep massaging their feet every night. They thought you was gonna keep giving them sex every night. You know, they thought that you was gonna keep giving them money for their bills every time you get paid. You know what I'm saying? They thought you was gonna keep giving them rides to work, rides to their side dude's house, a side chick's house. They thought you was gonna keep doing that. But then you woke up, and when you wake up, that instant narcissistic injury, instant. Now, us normal people, we can get ego deaths, or should I say, ego injuries. We can get that too. Our egos can get bruised too, you know. But that's just part of, I guess, who we are, our identity. We all have some sort of ego in some kind of way. I guess with some of us, we don't have an ego to where we think we better than everybody or anything like that, you know. But when it comes down to people like narcissists, it's crazy how this life is. It's like the people who be struggling the most, a lot of times have the largest egos. It's like their egos is so damn huge. But a lot of times, the ones who actually made something of themselves, I'm not saying you rich, but you made something of yourself, are some of the most grateful, humble people. A lot of times, you know, it's crazy. But people who barely have anything have some of the largest egos, man. It's insane. And they're entitled too. Extremely entitled. Like, they get mad at you when you don't hand them a dollar or something. Like, you didn't work for this, you know? Let me see. E-Baby says, how can an empath cope with feeling like they're not being celebrated or congratulated? That's a great question. You know, due to my personal experience, I've had people fake congratulate me. When I graduated from college, I've had people congratulate me and stuff like that, but behind my back, they was turning people against me, saying, "Oh, I think I'm better than them because they didn't go to college and I did." You know. So when it comes down to that, that's what I went through. But you know, sometimes we have to pat ourselves on the back for things that we done. Sometimes we ain't gonna have nobody there to be like, you know what, congratulations. You know, unfortunately, that's just how it is. Some of us grew up feeling inadequate because no matter how much we accomplish, our parents try to downplay it, or didn't give it the proper praise that it deserves, or they didn't give us the proper encouragement to keep going, you know, and that's how sinister uh, a lot of our childhoods were. Like, even when we did amazing things, we didn't get recognized for it. We didn't get, credit for it. You know, sometimes you'll have ideas stolen from you by big corporations and stuff like that. It gets real deep like that, man. Even in what's crazy is, even in this thing called life, even in this struggle, we still have the ability to create things. We still have the ability to come up with things, new ideas, even in the struggle. So imagine where there's new heaven on new earth. Man, our creative juice is gonna flow so strong. Shoot, it'll look like we thousands of light years more advanced than what we are today if we just had uh just some liberation, because none of us have been liberated. We still under some type of bondage, you know. And then on top of that, we live in a world where it's like, you know, too many people are just quick to pull you down. So it's like, if you're an empath and you're a chosen one and you've accomplished things, don't expect people to be like, "Oh, congratulations," without some retaliation, because you gonna always have some haters looking at your accomplishments. Unfortunately, it's just the way it is. I didn't design it. It's just the way it is. Evil is always gonna try to hate on the righteous. It's just the way it is. But let me talk about reactive abuse, where a lot of us in uh, have faced that in our work environment, where basically, let's say you got a boss or some sort of trainer over you, and they provoke you to get upset. They provoke you to want to fight them or beat them up. And the moment you do step into that arena with them, they start writing you up. They start counseling you. They start kicking you out, getting you fired. That's called reactive abuse. It's like they want you to take the bait so that way they can flex their power over you. It's a form of narcissism. It's sadistic, it's terrible, it's fucked up on so many levels. But unfortunately, when you step out into corporate America and you want to survive, Nine times out of ten, you're gonna run into people who do things like that. That want to get a reaction out of you. They want to piss you off so they'll see if they can get you fired. You know, they want to piss you off to see if you don't graduate. You know what I'm saying? It's fucked up, man. It's fucked up. But the best way I know how to deal with them is that if you don't like the place that you're working at, if you don't like the school that you're going to, if you don't like the training that the trainer or whoever that you're dealing with, you can always find a different um, a different place to go where you can learn the same thing. It'll probably be better people. You can always weigh out your options, you know, because there's people out there, they have a job that, oh, I can't leave this job. It's the best thing I could do. No, you just have to look around. You just have to look around. You know, there's always better deals out there. Shoot, even when it comes down to, um, let's say you trying to get your car fixed, right? A lot of these mechanic places, they gonna charge you thousands of dollars just to replace a damn strut or a damn caliper and brake disc. When you what you can do is you can order the part online and find someone who can professionally install it for you for way less than what they charging now. You know what I'm saying? So these are little things that I picked up along the way that I wanted to share with you all. Uh, right, E-Baby says, giving a child the proper encouragement is very important. And yes, we have to be our own support system at times. That's some great insight you gave. Right, E-Baby. Right. Yeah. It's unfortunate as a chosen one, as an empath, we have to congratulate ourselves because just because of who you are and because you carry a light, people automatically are going to either fake congratulate you or they're just gonna not congratulate you at all. They're gonna downplay your success. So they're gonna say you think you better because you did something that I didn't do. When they can do it themselves, they just choose not to because they like chaos and confusion and they like dysfunction. And dysfunction don't lead to anything but destruction. But they don't see that though. They don't see that. You know. It's just that in today's society, people use reactive abuse to try to provoke you, to get you to blow up. They call it supernova, you know. And sometimes you need to tell people to shut the fuck up. Sometimes you need to, tell them the truth to their face. That'll let them know that you're not somebody to be fucking with, because you're gonna put that truth right in their face. Sometimes it has to be said, But if you can avoid it, avoid it. And if you can move to a different location, move to a different location. You don't have to stay where you're at. You don't have to work where you're at if you don't like it, you know? Because the wicked looks out for their own. Huh? The wicked looks out for their own. That's just what they do. That's what they always have done. That's why the person who shows up late uh don't get harassed or fired, but you show up on time, you doing good customer service, they target you because you're competition. The guy who shows up late or the girl who shows up late, showing up in a bonnet and some bunny flip-flops and stuff to work, they not gonna bother them. But they gonna bother you though, cause you showing up in time, you got your stuff organized, you treat the customers with respect. No, we can't have that. We need some dark energy. We don't need light energy here. That's how these demons move. Huh? That's how these demons move. Right? But that's just how it is, y'all. That's just how it is. It's just that we have to be more equipped in dealing with them because we fight against the seen and the unseen. There are unseen forces that are using these people. Some people are too far gone. They're too far deep in darkness. Unfortunately, those kind of people are in high positions of power. The people that are so far in darkness, a lot of them are in high position of power. Them the ones with the most legions of demons residing within they flesh and they flesh and bones, and then all in their soul. You know what I'm saying? Them the ones that be having like 3, 4 different personalities. How you gonna know? You know, how you gonna know? E baby says that's some great advice because narcs have a tendency to condition others into believing they have to deal with the abuse like they're stuck with them. Exactly. And the truth be told, they have to groom people like that because they don't want to be alone because they know that's the end role for them is loneliness. You know, who wants to stick around and get treated like dog shit for years? But then every time you approach them, oh, I'm so sorry, or oh, what you mean, man? Oh, you too sensitive. You need to get out your feelings. This, and that. You know, and that's what I can't stand about the world. Is like people make it seem like it's wrong to have emotions. Now, there is a such thing as being too emotional. There is a such thing as being too emotional. But there's nothing wrong with having emotions. If you upset, you upset. If you sad, you sad. You hurt, you hurt. You know? And for somebody to come along with a toxic positivity, oh, come on. You're stronger than that. This is, sometimes people don't want to be strong sometimes. People just want somebody to just sit down and listen and talk and let them express their pain. Sometimes they don't want to hear, oh, you're stronger than you think and all that. Sometimes they don't want to hear that. Sometimes that don't reach people. Sometimes you have to let them get whatever anger and frustration off their chest, whatever tears off their chest, man. You know, cause I'm telling you, man. Sometimes when I'm upset, sometimes positivity don't reach me, man. It's like I have to take time to process everything on my own. And a lot of us struggle with that because a lot of us had some crazy childhoods. A lot of us been bullied. A lot of us suffered all kinds of abuse, man. Empaths and chosen ones know what pain really feels like. Not just physical pain, but spiritual pain too. But it just makes us who we are. It makes us into that amazing diamond full of wisdom, full of light, full of love. We don't wish what happened to us on other people, man. We'd rather isolate ourselves from the world than hurt other people, at least real chosen ones. Oh, Toxic Free TV. Hi, good evening. Hey, good evening. Good to see you. I'm glad you can make it. You know, let's go back to the drawing board real quick. Let's talk about the things we talked about. We talked about narcissists having narcissistic injuries, right? That's because their egos are very large but very fragile. Very fragile. And it doesn't take much for somebody to just piss them off or for them to start acting funny or turning against you. But it's like sometimes they have to put on a mask to make it seem like they still like you or they still love you or they still got or they still your homie. But they're only doing that because they know that if they lose you, they don't have much support like that. The game is to make you believe that you need them. And the whole time, without you, they have nothing. And that's period I period You feel me? That's period I period right? Toss Free TV says, "Hiya, good to see you." Yeah, yeah. And those who are tuned in, thanks for coming in. You know, and you're dealing with reactive abuse out here in this world. When you step out into corporate America, they're gonna always flex their power over you in some kind of way. But you gotta think, people do all this crap, they get a little bit of power and they abuse it for what? That's what they gonna be remembered for? Huh? They gonna be remembered for terrorizing people because they got a little bit of rank? Because they got a little bit of rank? They gonna terrorize people? Make people's lives miserable? All because they trying to go home and feed their family? No. In this country, trying to go out there and make your money so you can feed your family, it ain't that simple unless you're an entrepreneur or you work from home. Which nowadays that's the wave. If you are a remote worker, that's the wave now. Shoot, if I can make like what 2,500 every 2 weeks just working at home, what? I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. you know, maybe it's possible. I don't know, but remote jobs is the ish right about now. If you getting into that, hey, do your thing for real. Toxic free TV, yes, right, right, you baby. I see you. Right. Suzanne said the Most High Yeshua Mashiach is going to change that. Feeling very soon. Oh yes. Oh yes. Toxic free TV says they can only attach to you if you attach to them. Exactly. They can only attach to you if you attach to them. And how do they make you attach to them? They try to capture your heart. They try to love bomb the crap out of you. Say all kinds of nice things. They ain't gonna buy you flowers like that a lot of times. They ain't gonna buy you chocolates like that a lot of times. It's a narcissist love bomb. Yeah, I went to the store and bought you some chicken wings, you know what I'm saying, just to show my love to you. But then when you show your love to the narcissist, you taking them out to Benny Hanna's and crap, where the chef is chopping up knives and stuff. The narcissist just sitting back, riding on you for a free meal. But the narcissist, all they ever gave you was a damn 10-piece wings from Wingstop. I thought about you. I got you the teriyaki, you know what I'm saying? Got you the mango habanero 10-piece, you know what I'm saying? But you taking a narcissist out to Benny Hanna's, right? On your tab, right? On your tab. They not paying for anything. You know, the narcissists get to clap their hands and watch the chef watch the chef flip an egg and crack it in front of the narcissist. On your tab, bro. Cause the love bomb was so damn strong. Got somebody all googly gaga. Oh my gosh, bro. This crap is insane, man. The level of manipulation, unbelievable. Let me see. Hey, China Dog, good to see you. Hey, guys. Hey. And Toxic Free TV says, yes, love bomb, excessive gift giving, becoming indispensable, helicopter helper. Oh, yeah, right. And that's a good term. Helicopter helper, man. In the beginning, the narcissist be like, oh, you dropped your 25 cents. I picked it up for you and I gave it to you. You know, any kind of help any type of distress you in during the love bomb, the narcissist is going to try to pick up on it. Yeah, I see you need to cut your grass. Oh, I see you need to wash your car. Let me do that for you. I see you need to clean your bathroom. Let me do that for you. You know, I see you need to fold clothes. Let me do that for you. Next thing you know, you look in your drawer. Some of your bras and panties is missing. Some of your t-shirts and your gym shorts is missing. Did the narcissist steal my clothes? Did the narcissist steal my clothes? Right? Right. I'm trying to toss a free TV. LOL. E-Baby says, how can you tell what's real versus what's a love bomb? That's a very good question. The only way you can tell is by their personality. Because, yeah, somebody may love on you and say all kinds of amazing things to you, but it's like, how do they treat you when it's just you and them? You know? How do they personalities flip? Does it go from hot to cold? Because hot and cold people are dangerous, man. That means they love you and hate you at the same time. Or they got two personalities. One personality loves you, another personality hates you. You know, depending on what day of the week it is what kind of personality you gonna run into. But you only can catch them by the hot and coldness, the wishy-washy. You know, for real. Toxic Free says so true. Just say no. China Doll says, just say no and you'll be able to tell. Right, China Doll, that's another tactic. Just say no. Reject their gifts, reject their advances for help, and watch how they smile turn into a frown. Watch how they smile turn into a frown. Right. Toxic Free TV says, slow dating is versus what is real versus love bomb because they can't hold the mask on. They aren't going to want to deliver the amount of respect to wait and respect burning. You know what? That's a good point because that's another way you can catch a narcissist. A lot of them are real rushy and pushy. Like they'll try to get married to you in the same week, man. They'll try to get married to you 2 days later. You know, a narcissist with a celebrity, man. A narcissist with a celebrity, that love bomb gonna be so extra strong. That celebrity head gonna spin. Like, goddamn, we might as well give this person a Hollywood deal. How much this person claimed to love me. Goddamn. Chando said they hate no. Right, they sure do hate no. They sure do. They hate the crap out of that word, man. That crap melts their brain. Right? You tell them no, it's like they like a short circuit in a short circuit in a circuit system. Like threat detected, somebody told me no. Threat detected, somebody told me no. You got these females out here, some of them be like, I get what I want. Yeah, I get what I want. Yeah. Like, no, you don't. You don't get what you want. You still with your broke friends. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just having fun. Let me see. They rush and hurry. Yes, yes. And Oscar. Right. Right. Hey, Carnita. Good to see you. E-Baby says, the rushing is definitely a red flag. They rushing to get to the next person anyways. Right. Right. Now, don't get me wrong. Like, there has been stories of, like, people getting together and, like, everything just happened so fast. And they still together. Now, that's rare. I don't know. You know, I guess with some people, I know for a fact that when two people really like each other, that they're just gonna go to the extreme when it comes down to each other. It's just the way it is. You know, Brooklyn Zoo. Oh, Brooklyn, what's going on? All the ghosting they do, blocking and unblocking. Right, right. They will do that. Sometimes they'll block you just to have power over you, even though they're the ones that did you dirty. When you try to speak your piece or you try to reason with them, they'll block your phone number just to get you all mad and in your feelings. It's crazy, man. China, Kanye says, I've been here, just taking it all in. Hello, family. Hello, hello. China Doll says, toxic free. I disagree. I ran into some that play the empath. Instead of saying the ex is crazy, they tried to describe narc behavior so you could think that X is a narc without them saying it. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to. You said, you said they try to talk about your ex. I'm sorry, I'm confused about that. Toxic Free says, yes, agreed. Right, right. Ebib says, I agree, and I think it's different for non-narcissists. Narcs aren't able to be real, so two genuine people can fall in love quick. Yes, yes, it has happened. I've seen it, and kids came out of it too. You know, some people they call them twin flames. When you meet them, like I believe everybody here has some sort of twin flame. Maybe some are gonna meet them in the spiritual realm. I don't know. Don't listen. Don't quote me, but everybody has somebody for some. There's a somebody for somebody. And it's like when you connect with that right person, it just skyrockets, man. Like the connection, the intimacy, the chemistry. It's just it just takes off, man. It just takes off. I've seen couples do that. Had like 3, 4, 5 kids together, still together, making it work. You know, I kind of need to welcome. If you have any questions, just ask. I hope all is well. Yeah, y'all. If y'all have any questions, just throw them out there. Oh, China Doll says they try to call their ex a narc without saying it. They never call them crazy because empaths are looking for them to call their ex crazy. Oh, okay, okay. So that's that fake empath stuff. Yeah. That's the wave now, y'all. A lot of people out here gonna pretend like, yeah, I'm a light worker, and yeah, I'm a person of the Most High, and yeah, yeah, I'm a good person, But inwardly, they're hippopotamus or they're freaking what's a good animal? Hyenas, wildebeests, just wild as hell, ready to do some damage. They're crocodiles in disguise. They're alligators in disguise. They're Komodo dragons in disguise. I know y'all haven't heard that in a while. Toxic Free says, I meant that for someone who has suffered narc abuse, it's in best interest to go slow. Regardless, it will work out if it's the right person. All care must be taken to avoid another narc. Yeah, yeah, that's true. You know, when it comes down to going out there and meeting new people, so of course we must always be on. Especially if you're an empath, it's like you have to value your time and your presence that much more. Like you have to see yourself as people are lucky to be in my presence. People are lucky to have me around. Sometimes you have to think like that. Some people don't like when I talk like that. It is what it is, but that's what helps guard you from being around the wrong people. Because we all have a tendency of giving people chances that don't deserve our time and energy, anyways. You know? Let me see. Another way to get away from a narc moving fast is to offer casual. They run, I promise. You said casual? What you mean? What you mean, China Doll? Another way to get away from a narc moving fast is to offer casual. Brooklyn says it's really hard to not react to narcissistic abuse. Yeah, well, we're human, you know. We're naturally gonna react to certain things. Sometimes we have a fight or flight response. The problem is though, that's what the narcissist wants anyways. They want that fight or flight response. They want you to kick it in overdrive, where your heart is pounding, your temper is building up. It's like they want to see that. But some of them will provoke you to that point, and then when you finally blow up, now they want to put the puppy dog eyes or the kitty cat eyes. Oh, you didn't have to yell at me. But motherfucker, you started it. You was being nitpicky. You was fucking with me. Some of them are just scary like that. Hey baby, thank you, love. China Doll says casual relationship. Right. Right. Oh yeah. Of course. Well, a lot of times, sometimes they're gonna try to test your commitment, but what you got to do is you got to test theirs. Cause I'm telling you, man, these narcissists out here, they like it when you don't make mistakes, but when you make mistakes, they want to shit on you for making mistakes. But they can make all the mistakes in the world, all the mistakes in the world. Nobody bats an eye. But as soon as you make one teensy up, you done put your shoe on too fast. Nope, we can't have that. Like damn, I'm telling you, man, society do not like cutting light workers and empaths any type of slack. Most of the time. Yep. Brooklyn says, yep, they act like victims. Absolutely. Right. Right. Baby says, I completely understand. I just try to remember not to give them what they want. Right. Daniel Lewis, most definitely have to protect your energy. I just left from a very toxic relationship a week ago, and I'm just taking my inner peace in respectfully. I need a lot of recovery time. Oh, Danielle, I'm sorry you had to go through that, because I know during your first week is probably the most challenging time when you finally get away from a narcissist, because sometimes you confused, sometimes you wondering if this person still feel the same, or if the person that you saw was the real them. It's just a lot of things that go on in your mind, because right now you're in a deep processing stage, and you probably might not sleep well at night. um but unfortunately, when it comes down to getting rid of the poison and toxin out your body, some things, these things have to happen. Unfortunately, let me see. Chandal says my walkaway game is so cold, it's not funny. Right, right. Sometimes you gotta pull a Houdini. Sometimes you gotta pull a Houdini. Right. Your baby says narcs are the biggest hypocrites. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Um, Toxic Free says, I met a psychopath in business once who gave a sob story of horrific childhood to gain my sympathy and lower my guard, then did a few good faith deeds to earn my trust. And as soon as my trust was gained, the circus began. Absolutely. Absolutely. That is how they hook you. Once they gain your trust, once they see that you trust them, because they don't trust you, they just want you to trust them. That's their game. And once they got you trusting them, here comes the circus act. Here comes the damn people on the trapeze and stuff, aka the flying monkeys, doing jumps through the ring of fire and shit just to get at you. You know? Danielle says it's very rough, but I'm willing to do the work. Right, right. You know, this is a time where you should try to get out in nature, maybe go for a run, maybe exercise, try to ground yourself, try to get some sunlight, um, try to drink a lot of water, try to take it easy on your health. If you work, try not to work so hard. I mean, I wish there was a fast track to healing, but true, even I'm still healing, you know, even I'm still healing. And I got away from these people years ago. So, John Dawson, Daniel, the key to getting through this is to believe what you saw. It helped me. Right. Uh, Toxic Free TV. Yes, I'm down for the Houdini myself. Your baby says, Daniel, prayers for your strength. Just know you made the right decision. Right. Brooklyn says, and a lot of them are in church as well. I'm glad I don't go to church anymore. Right, right. But some people don't like it when I speak on that because, some are into that church culture. But man, church is probably one of the worst places. You're gonna run into some seriously weird characters in a church. You know, one of the most craziest personalities you'll meet is at a bus stop. Believe it or not, you meet all kinds of personalities at a bus stop. When you're taking a bus, shoot. But when you going to church, oh, you definitely gonna run into some head pastor. And a lot of them have this demeanor about them like they're better than you when you first meet them. What's your name? Yeah, we gonna assign a role for you. Yeah, you gonna be the cymbal player. Yeah, and you gonna be the church dancer. Every Sunday I expect you to be here at 6 o'clock a.m. for your rehearsals. They give you appointments, and you ain't getting paid for nothing. You ain't getting paid for your talent. You ain't getting paid for anything. But you showing up to church, supporting the church, because at the House of Rock Ministries, we support Pastor Bishop Jacob. That's my bishop right there. He prays over our soul. But he's the main one casting spells in the church, terrorizing people, doing all kinds of dirt behind closed doors. Got a boyfriend in the pulpit that nobody knows about. All kinds of weird crap, man. Toxic Free says the lies were terrific, extensive, and outrageous. Ring of Fire. Alright. Was excruciating and hellish. It's what woke me up. Then identify where in the family. Yeah. Once you wake up to narcissistic abuse, the first thing you start looking around is your family members. You start looking out at every childhood friend you knew. You start looking at people in your neighborhood. And you start moving different, man. It just happens. You just start moving different. Eva, bro. Hi, Ron. Hi. Good to see you. Glad you can make it. China Doll says, I walked away from a guy and his buddies gang stalked me last weekend by following me to 3 different clubs and watched me. Oh, I don't know about that, China Doll. That sound like some sort of, like some gang cult or something. They trying to get your soul for real. That's crazy. E-Baby says that China exactly that help. Me too. Narcs have a tendency of acting like you didn't see the bull crap. Yeah. They gonna sweep that crap right out of the rug in front of your face. Unbelievable. Danielle says, thank you all for the love. I appreciate it. For sure. For sure. Yeah, we all still healing. I know I'm still healing. I'm not gonna sit here and make it seem like I'm not healing. You know what I'm saying? We all still healing. Suzanne says, thanks, Aaron. And love you all very much. Oh, love you too, Suzanne. Yeah. Enya Hayes. What's up, family? What up? What up? China Doll says, a lot of blood on these pastors' hands. What? They're leading people astray. They're leading people astray. You know? But there's people out there that will defend the pastor, not a pastor. I call him pastor, right? They'll defend him because they believe he's the leader of souls. He's the one that's directly connected to the vine, and he's not. And people give up so much money just to support a pastor's pockets. The pastor's pulling up in the Rolls Royce. The pastor's pulling up in the Escalade truck. Huh? The pastor's pulling up in a Bentley. The pastor's pulling up in a Lamborghini Huracan straight to the church. Pass the collection plate around the side. Make sure everybody puts in $20 or more. They pimping, man. There's documentaries of people asking the pastors, "Oh, why do you need a private jet for?" And they couldn't even give a direct answer. Because they know they're doing some foul-ish, man. Eva says, a lot of trolls out there. It's crazy. Our spirit can't be destroyed. That's right, Eva. Our spirit cannot be destroyed. No, it cannot. But they will try, though. They will try. Eva says, hey, India. Suzanne says, NPD, not people, demons. That gets me every time. Not people, demons. Right, Suzanne, I see you. India Hayes says, mostly everyone I've known, I realized that they were narcissists. Right. It's like once you get out of that narcissistic relationship or abuse that you was in, you start to analyze everybody that's around you. It's like, damn, I was surrounded by these people this whole time. No wonder anytime I try to speak some sense into them or I try to speak some truth to them, it didn't work. Because something is off about them. It's something off about their brain chemistry. You feel me? Eva says, no matter the BS, there's no weapon formed against God's people will ever prosper. That's facts. They will try though, but it won't win. It won't win. It won't win at all. Toxic Free says, have you ever gone no contact with an immediate family member? Absolutely. I sure have. I'm not ashamed to say it either. Because they're just toxic to be around. You know, you try to work with them, they keep draining you and they keep expecting you to dedicate all your time and energy to them when you got other stuff to do. You know? It's like that gets draining after a while, man. Yes, I have. I have done that. India says, most religious leaders don't be walking the walk. Also, God deserves all of the credit, not just Jesus. Right. I don't. I try not to dive too deep into the arena of religion because I understand people still believe in certain things like that. But it's true. If we're gonna deal with the creator should be the one getting all the credit, not some man on a cross. You know, but they'll put the man on the cross as the creator. That's the crazy part. I've seen that too. Yes, Eva Abra, right. Toxic Free says they are lost their souls, want to take yours. Right. And believe it or not, a lot of narcissists have dibble and dabble into dark occult magic. Sometimes they'll play with blood. They'll do all kinds of stuff, man. Put your pictures on the altar. They do all kinds of weird stuff, man. They are the real deal witches and warlocks, huh? They're just looking for people that they can sacrifice so they can keep them demons off their back, you know? But when you leave, those demons go right back to them and torment their ass all day, every day. Let me see. India Hayes says, no wonder we went moving forward in life. We were around narcs and didn't know it. Shaking my head. It's not time wasted, but it kind of was a waste of time. Yeah, you know, when it comes down to this life, all experiences, whether good or bad, shape us into who we are. It just sucks when you're going through it. It sucks when you're going through it because a lot of times you feel abandoned. A lot of times you don't know why your heart is hurting, why you're suffering so much, why it's so difficult. But I'm telling you, as long as we have a goal in mind, eventually we'll reach it. But sometimes it can be challenging for real. Knowledge gain India. Right. Right, toxic free. But listen, y'all, man, it's almost an hour. Listen, thank you all so much for coming on tonight. I hope you all enjoyed the live. And I hope y'all got some good gems. I will definitely uh put it up as soon as I get off of here so you all can access it. If you want to watch the live again, just go on my page, click live, and you'll see it again right there. Um, if I haven't seen any comments, I apologize if I haven't seen any comments. I don't do this on purpose. All right. And I just want to thank y'all for coming through. Let me shout y'all out real quick. Toxic Free, thanks for coming through. Eva, thanks for coming through. China Doll, thanks for coming through. Suzanne, thanks for coming through. E Baby, thanks for coming through. India Hayes, thanks for coming through. Danielle Lewis, thanks for coming through. Brooklyn Zoo, thanks for coming through. Let me shout y'all out. I don't want to miss anybody. Carnita, thanks for coming through. Let's see if there's anybody else. Yeah, and those who are watching right now, thanks for coming through and watching the content. I will upload this video soon, like I said. My Facebook group is Chosen Warriors of Light on Facebook. Just type in Chosen Warriors of Light, and you should see a picture of a person with a blue background in a light body. So you all want to join? Come on in. Just haven't had time to put content on there, but I will. And yeah, y'all, and thank you all so much for coming through and supporting the content and actually wanting to hear what I have to say. And I hope it's been helpful, because I've done this channel to help people get through the things that they're going through, to talk about life, to talk about the journey. All this stuff is important, y'all. But listen, I love y'all. Let me see. Eva says, God's power over all. They forget about karma comes around, they least expect it. Facts, Eva. Right, facts. China's doll says, we suffer because God gave us every opportunity to get out. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Toxic Free says, good listening to you and nice to meet up here. Oh, thanks. Thanks for that. Good night, take 100. Hey, good night. Good night. They're trying to Aaron may not see your comments because the cursing blocked the comment. But sorry you're experiencing that. Right, for sure. Good night, y'all. Thank you, Aaron. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Love overall. Right. Love overall. Right. Alright, y'all, man. We'll chop it up another time, sometime soon. Alright, I love y'all. Y'all be safe. And y'all tune in for more. Alright, bye-bye now.